Welcome to the first look at the Guncraft Straightpull AR15. Hi guys, this is RACKNLOAD and I think this is the first video on this rifle. This is a British made rifle from Guncraft. You've seen some of their stuff on the channel by now and on other channels. The 22 WMR semi-automatic AR-15s, absolutely brilliant. Put them on the channel, God, I think it was a couple of years back now. Yeah, before COVID. God, that's probably like 3 years ago. God, time flies. But finally got one of the straight pulls off Rob from Guncraft. He has kindly lent me this one. It will sort of do the rounds, no doubt. This is a demo rifle. I think range 23 is doing this rifle when he's not flying his racing pigeons, because I know they like doing that up north. But I believe he's going to be having it. But I thought I'd just get my left-handed mitts on this rifle and just give you a bit of a closer look at it then. Right then, where do we begin? Well, let's throw out some specs first of all. Right, so first of all, before I do jump into the specs, for those of you that don't know, anything centerfire is not allowed in the UK if it is semi-automatic. Okay, so you can have obviously bolt action, you can have straight pull, which this is a straight pull, and you can have lever actions and stuff like that. But this is a straight pull, so basically it's not semi-auto like a rimfire, you know, for example, 22LR or 22 WMR. This is a straight pull. You've got to pull it back, pull this back each time to chamber around. So it's a manually operated rifle. Pretty much. But let me just talk about the specs. So, first of all, this is a UK built and UK manufactured rifle, apart from a few little add-ons. But the upper and the lower, which are the main parts really of an AR-15, are made here in the UK by Guncraft. And they are 70-75 T6 aluminium upper and lower, okay? And they are milled from a billet, so like a big lump of aluminium in layman's terms, and it's all milled out. It just makes it, I think it makes the difference between billet and forge. I think billet it's more stiff, everything's a bit more rock solid. I'll talk more about that shortly. The barrel on it is a 4140 chrome moly barrel. This one is, I think this one is the, oh God, is it? Here we go. Rack hasn't done his homework. You know, let's just measure it. It is a 16-inch barrel. No, I've not got a weight on this rifle either. I forgot to weigh it. I'll jump on the bathroom scales with it and deduct my own weight from this rifle. No, that's not how I weigh guns, by the way. But I'll throw it in. You'll see it in the top corner. Weight. A4 mil-spec upper receiver. The caliber is 223 and 5.56, so this rifle will take both. Okay, you can put surplus 5.56 ammo in this rifle if you can get it, and it'll feed it. And 223, so that's worth knowing. You can get them with an 18-inch medium weight and profile barrel with a 1 in 9 twist. These are a 1 in 9 twist, just in case you are wondering. With the rifle, you get a 30-round magazine, and this is a 30-round magazine. This is a PMag, a Magpul PMag, which are absolutely brilliant. I love PMags. You watch my videos. I'm generally, if I'm using a rifle of this sort of description or anything that can take an AR mag, I'm generally running PMags. They're lightweight, they're tough, they're pretty damn reliable, so you can't really go wrong with one of those. The handguard is, ta-da, Rack's not done his homework, a 12-inch free float handguard that has M-lock slots, as you can see. So little M-lock slots, and then obviously a bit of cool stuff going on here. And then you've got full length Picatinny rail all along the top. That is pretty much it for your specs. That's pretty much it, really. I'll give you some measurements if you want. We can sort of, let's extend. So 6th position stock. Let's give it its full length of, let's say, 36 inches with the birdcage muzzle brake on the end, which, by the way, is pretty cool, very effective. So that is cool. We may as well go from this end. Let's go from this end for a change. So yeah, you've got that birdcage brake. I think it's an A2 style. If I've got that wrong, someone will put me right, I'm sure. Nice medium profile barrel. We've got Guncraft's logo and name sort of written on the side. So all sort of British made, which is good. The handguard, like I said, it's got M-lock slots there, so you can put on any attachments that you want, or just generally a bit of rail or a M-lock bipod, for example. Or you might just want to keep it minimal like this. As you can see in the footage, I'm just running this off a lead sled. Just having some real good fun with this rifle. Just in case you are wondering, that is an Aim Point Hunter riding on top. Real good scope. I was shooting steels with this rifle about just over 100 yards. I've already put that video out, just like a range time sort of no talking video, where I'm just sort of showing you all the action footage of this rifle. Absolutely, really cool. I am a big fan of AR-15s. You guys should know that by now. I do actually own a Schmeiser SP15. I have done for 2 or 3 years now. Absolutely love that. I think, to be honest, if this rifle had come out first, I probably would have gone for this. Don't get me wrong, I love the Schmeiser. This, with it being British built, I don't know, it does feel good. It feels very solid. I don't know, it's got a different feel to the Schmeiser. You know, Schmeiser's mass produced. You know, these are kind of sort of special order with Guncraft. It's not like he's making hundreds and hundreds of these in one go. So, you know, it's more of a, I don't know, more of a specialist built rifle. Now, I know other guys in the UK are building their own AR-15s. You know, there's companies that get all the bits together and just build them all up. There's other companies that will sort of do all the milling themselves. So, you know, there's quite a bit to choose from. But this is a video on the Guncraft. And I've got to say, I do like it. I've had no problems with this rifle, shooting it or anything. It's performed really well. I'm kind of jumping ahead into performance, and we're sort of just walking around it first. So yeah, the handguard, love the handguard, love the look of it. You know, I've never been a real fan of the key mod. I don't think I've ever fitted anything key mod to a key mod handguard. Don't know. Whereas M-lock, I just love M-lock. So, you know, I'm a bit of a Magpul fan, I guess. Then moving on to the upper and receiver. Like I said, the upper and lower, they are, like I said, 75 T6 aluminium. So billet, upper and lower. They're absolutely just solid. There's no wiggle on these. When you break it open, oh, I've got to show you. Let's see if I can. I probably won't be able to on camera because nothing will come apart, and I've got no tools here to break this rifle open with. Oh, hang on, I have got a gunsmithing tool. I've just seen it there. There we go. It's my specialist tactical bic. So let's just open the upper from the lower, break it open. Now the difference what you get with, so I'm led to believe, with billet upper and lower, because the upper and lower here are made from one piece, okay? And there's just no wiggle there whatsoever. What is it? A tiny fraction, but there's barely any side to side wiggle. And it's just rock solid, rock solid. Now, while we have got it broke open, because we're just having a bit of a walk around, so working buffer there, obviously when you rack it back, the bolt has obviously got to go back into the buffer tube, and then you can sort of release the bolt, and it's under spring tension from the spring in the buffer tube. Pretty much it's kind of like a semi-auto in the way it is still working, but it's just manually operated. There's no gases moving anything back. You've literally got to burn your own calories to move the action back and reload it. But once you get the hang of it, you know, it's cool. And do you know what? Even if we could have semi-auto centerfire here in the UK, with the cost of ammo and the scarcity of ammo at the minute, I'd probably be quite happy having a straight pull. It's just a bit more economical to run. So yeah, you can get the bolt out of the rifle in the standard way. Obviously, if you get the option where you've got the dog leg, they call these a dog leg charging handle, you've got to take that off to obviously get the bolt out. But I don't know, because there's no gas being sort of moved around this gun to operate it, it doesn't really get dirty. I mean, I've chugged quite a few rounds through this gun and it's still pretty damn clean. So, but yeah, you can see that it's got the cutouts there for the forward assist. There is no forward assist on this because obviously the straight pull, you just don't need it, because you can, you know, if something did fail to sort of go into battery properly, you just give it a push like that with, you know, on the charging handle. You can operate the usual T-bar charging handle as well if you want. If you don't go for the option where you have the dog leg, then that's all you're going to be able to use. But charging it each time with that, I think it'll be a bit of a pain if you've got a big scope in the way. My suggestion is just go for the dog leg, you know, and it's away you go. Like I said, standard AR15, you know, mil spec, all that jazz. So you can drop in whatever trigger you want. The trigger that is in it is nice. Anti-walk pins there to stop any movement of the trigger pins. So if you're wondering what that bar is, it's just an anti-walk pin, one on either side, which stops the pins walking out. Standard AR15 magazine release and your safety catch there. You'll have to excuse me a little bit, guys. I think I'm coming down with the lurgy. I'm feeling a bit croaky in my voice. And that's pretty much it. I like this edition here, which Guncraft have done. This sort of vented, would you call it? Vented trigger guard. I like that. That is cool. This particular model that you get from Guncraft, you get some Magpul goodies on here. So like I touched on earlier, you get a Magpul MOE stock, 6-position stock, which is pretty ambidextrous. I found it comfortable, real good. Obviously you can upgrade them if you want to really sort of trick this thing out. Magpul MOE pistol grip as well, or AR15 pistol grip. Cannot fault them whatsoever, absolutely brilliant. And then here's the other side of the rifle. I've got Guncraft's decals there. Just a cool gun. Bolt release works as standard, even if it, you know, even if it is a straight pull, makes no odds. It all works the same. So that obviously locks it. Obviously, yeah, locks it closed. If you want to lock it open, just a standard AR15, just pull it back, and do that. Or as you can see in the video, when I put a magazine in, obviously imagine I've put that magazine in loaded, I tend to slingshot it by just doing that. So it's just a real cool rifle, so much fun to use. As you can see, I was just slamming the steel with this thing. I was putting all sorts of rounds through it. I've got a selection of what I was using. Didn't do a target with this because I haven't got a scope that I was using on this. I just wanted to put a red dot on, something that looks real cool. Put a red dot on, just have some fun with this. I was using some Hornady 55 grain training ammo. That seemed to go all right. Probably not the most accurate. I mean, ARs tend to like sort of the 69-ish grain. I've tend to found, you know, that seems to work pretty well in my ARs anyway. PPU, that was 69 grain. That's probably most of what I did use, to be fair. That worked really well. I've got some Gucci Hornady match as well, 68 grain. That worked well. And I was running a bit of Premier match from Remington. This is I was using some of my old stocks up. Just burning all sorts through this rifle. It seemed to just chug through the lot. I got it pretty warm. You know, I was just putting mag after mag after mag through this rifle. No issues whatsoever. Good ejection on it. Everything was chambering. Nothing failed on it. Nothing went wrong. You know, sometimes when I'm out testing, I tend to, if something's going to crop up, it generally does. But it just didn't with this rifle. It was just really, really good. No problem whatsoever. I was just having some real fun shooting it. Gentle to shoot with the 223. I didn't put any 5.56 through it. I've not got any here at the Rack Cave. Loads of 223 though. Excuse me. And it just ate everything. It was just a seriously fun rifle to shoot, and I was just punishing my steel gong. But very, very cool. Let's give the trigger a pull, just in case there's any trigger snobs watching who want to know what this trigger is doing on the Guncraft. Let's see what this gun is doing on the trigger. Drums, please. Ooh, 4 pounds, 10.5 ounces. Let's give that another one. Just to, I think I pulled that a bit hard, to be fair. Yeah, 4 pounds, 5 ounces on that one. Nice trigger, real nice trigger. You know, no problems whatsoever. You can put Gucci ones in if you really wanted to. You can upgrade, you know, the safety catch, the magazine release, the handguard if you wanted to. I don't really see why you would, because the handguard is absolutely excellent. Yeah, you could probably put a mod on here if you wanted. I believe, I hear rumblings that Wildcat are going to be making AR15 style, well, AR15 friendly, should I say, moderators, so a little bit shorter that can go on ARs, which will be pretty cool. Or are they doing that for the 9mm? 9mm Schmeisers maybe that are coming out, don't know. But yeah, really, really cool rifle. At first, I've got to admit, years ago when I seen straight pull rifles with the dog leg, I was always a bit, oh, that's just not good, you know, because they used to have like, it was almost like someone had made it out of Meccano, you know, or someone in a metalwork class had made it, and they just used to look nasty. But with that just straight, sleek, it almost makes a feature out of it. I think looks really cool. I think if I was Guncraft, I'd be putting my name and logo on the side of there where it can stand out. You heard that first here on RACKNLOAD. But no, guys, the Guncraft AR15 Straightpull 5.56/223 or 223/5.56, however you want to say, it's absolutely excellent. I have got a box here and I've got a manual, but do you know what? Don't know what I've done with them. So I guess you'll just have to wait for someone else's video to see that. But yeah, it's only a printout. It's nothing to sort of, you know, write home about the manual. It's just all your sort of usual do's and don'ts and stuff. But no, guys, highly recommend the Guncraft Straightpull AR15. If you are after a 223/556 straight pull, then, and you're in the UK where you've got no choice but to have a straight pull, then here is a very nice option. And as you can see in the footage, I was using this, so you know, I was shooting it pretty fast. I wasn't going too silly where, you know, someone will end up putting footage of me shooting this as fast as I can and then we end up getting them banned. No, I wasn't being silly. Yeah, you probably can shoot them fast, but yeah, enough said about that. But very cool indeed. I am going to leave it at that before I start waffling. I probably already have started waffling, but no, guys, seriously, it's a great gun. Support a British company. You know, British made. It's not stuff that's just been imported from America and put together. You know, all right, some bits are, but the main bits made here in the UK, and that's got to be a win from the Rackster. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Thanks for watching. That is Rack and Load. Believe it or not, can you tell it's Rack and Load? Catch you later. See ya.